find proceedings are quasi-judicial. Hearsay evidence is admissible. The rules of evidence of the Florida Evidence Code do not really apply here. Documentary evidence can be considered for its value. What this person said or that person said can be considered. So just keep in mind that they're not casual proceedings, but they're more informal, far more informal than if you were in county court or circuit court. So those are the three ways. There's also what's called abatement hearings or mitigation hearings. Some cities call it after there's been compliance. The owner of the property seeks to reduce the fine to be payable within X amount of days. And that's something that I have more discretion on, but I also listen to both sides and the like. There's no absolute right to have a abatement or mitigation or reduction. Florida case law, rightly or wrongly, suggests clearly that it's up to the local governments. Usually the local governments do grant reductions, but that's not necessarily so. But that's another issue. Most of you, when I reviewed the agenda, the code enforcement, I saw a few of those and extensions of time and final hearings. So that's how these proceedings will work. Please keep your comments professional. Let's not get into a blame game or a situation where, well, the town's not going after Miss Doe or Jim Smith, but they're going after me. Each violation is separate, and it doesn't really do any good, and I'm going to disregard that anyway. It's what's before me that I consider. Okay? All right. If there are any attorneys, we can go ahead and call. They get preference here, so because they're on the clock, so we'll call that one first, or those first. So. Hi. Yeah.
Case 5699.
At page 5 of 6, and then.
Page 5 of 6, number 13. 13.1.
Okay. Let me hear from this. Oh, please, the city goes first.
Officer Teresa Malcolm for case number 5699. The site address is 1820 Southwest 30th Ave in Pembroke Park, Florida, 3309. This is for Orkins. Original notice of violation was written on March 24, 2021. A formal hearing was scheduled on 5/18/2021. Affidavit of service as well as posting was done on 4/29/21. A final order was then made on 5/26/2021. I received a request for a hearing of extension of time from Mr. Grimes via email. Then an affidavit of service as well as a copy of the notice of formal hearing for extension of time was certified, mailed, and posted on 7/6/2021. Mr. Grimes is here to ask for an extension of time for, I believe, 30 days. My recommendation would be to give him 60 days to complete the complete project.
Okay, so he had 30 days, but he wants 60 days more, or that's
Right,
your
my recommendation would be
Okay.
60.
Okay, your name and who do you represent? We need to go through that.
Certainly. Mark Grimes, represent Rollins and Orkin regarding the subject property.
Okay,
Very much appreciate the courtesy. We've been diligently working.
yes,
We've complied with everything but the parking lot, and it's just a permit issue, and once we get the permit issue, it'll take 2 to 3 weeks, so I think the extension should be sufficient.
okay, and just keep working diligently. They just want compliance and the like, and you know the rest, yes.
And one more point, or one more clarification, in terms of the order that was initially issued, there was a $50 a day penalty for compliance. I would assume that's going to be stayed until after the extension, or we,
What is the, does that, let's assume for the sake of argument, I don't anticipate that it's going to occur here. They hired a lawyer, a quality lawyer as well. We've both been called worse, I'm sure, so whatever.
recently, Your Honor.
I'm sure. Anyway, if in fact, is that the town's position that it is stayed and it doesn't accrue during that time? Or does it continue to accrue just in case there is no compliance? No.
It does continue to accrue until he's in full compliance.
Okay.
Upon his full compliance, then I'm sure he'll be back for an abatement of those fines.
But I don't think it started to.
30th day, I believe it
That's why we're giving him an
starts.
extension,
Well, yeah, it started on the 18th.
right? Okay,
Yes.
sorry, sorry.
No,
It already
that's okay, I'll put it up here. So my understanding is that will continue to accrue as long as you comply within all reasonable extensions of time, then it'll be the end of the case. That's my understanding.
And I will need to come back.
Well, yes, I'll keep you posted on that, and
Okay.
we'll come back for an
Come back
abatement
for
of
abatement.
fines.
Okay.
Right.
Because I think, and then that's, again, for some cities, it continues to accrue, and ultimately, there's never compliance. And there's a mistaken belief that that it didn't accrue until the extensions of time were over, but it continues to accrue regardless. If you get compliance, then that'll be the end of the case, I believe. That's, if
So to-
I'm wrong, somebody correct me, so, but I think
Correct.
that's the way.
And it accrues from the date of the 30 day, the first
Of
30
the,
days.
After the
correct,
30 days.
after the
Okay,
30th.
understand.
That continues to accrue, just get compliance.
You betcha.
because- All right, okay, thank you.
Thank
That-
you.
Great, okay. Yes, so,
If you would like to wait for the order,
oh, here it is. So we have- I'll write 60 days in here. Probably should be within 60 days of the date of okay, there was already a final order entered, right? Okay, for 30 days. Since it's 30 days, he wants 60 more days. So do you want to, would it take time to just put order on extension of time?
Okay.
Right, okay, let me just, I don't mind. There's already a final order that was entered.
sir, if you prefer, we're going to mail a certified copy because we have to make some clerical adjustments.
I'll send you an email with a copy.
which is today.
Right, that's, yeah, that's good. Okay, and this one, the initial order just said $50 at that.
Right,
at
the initial order
Okay,
should
you don't
say-
really need this, though. That's fine. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Yes.
Good morning. My name is Miguel Nunez. I am the building official for the town of Pembroke Park. I'm going to be presenting case number 4.
I think was everyone sworn in, or did you forget to do that?
Oh, let's go in the order of the agenda, because we still have to do roll call. You did your
Yeah.
opening statement, and then we also have to do the adoption of the agenda. First page.
Yeah, I know, I'd asked if there's adoption of minutes or agenda.
The adoption of agenda, we haven't done that one.
Okay, but okay, I'm gonna hereby adopt the agenda here, and there's no prior minutes, right?
Right, and
Okay.
then also we have to do roll call.
Okay, well, but that's for a commission meeting.
We-
Go ahead.
we do the
it.
roll
Okay,
call
go
of
ahead, all right.
Everybody
Okay.
that's here in this room.
Great, okay, go ahead.
So, roll call, everybody state your name for the record and your title.
Miguel Nunez, building official.
Officer Teresa Malcolm, Code Enforcement Officer.
Jocelyn Ramirez, Chief Code Enforcement Officer.
Marika Ripaz, Code Clerk.
You know me, Harry Hippler, Special Magistrate. For everyone that's gonna testify, if you could please raise your right or left hand, depending, and I'll go ahead, since I'm a notary, I'll swear everyone in, okay? You gonna testify, ladies and gentlemen? Testify, you gonna testify?
Si usted va a jurar para un caso, por favor, levanta la mano derecha.
Okay, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If you could affirm, great. Okay.
I do.
Took it a little out of turn. The first case was merely an extension of time, wasn't the final hearing, so that's okay. Okay, go ahead now.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Magistrate, my name is Miguel Nunez. I am the building official for the town of Pembroke Park. I'm going to be presenting case number 4343 for the address is 2501 Southwest 32nd Terrace in Pembroke Park, Florida. This is for Seneca Industrial Holdings LLC. Actually is work without permits. The initial investigation of this particular case started in June 19, 2018 by then building official Alan Corriveau, precisely for work without permits at their offices. In your file, you're gonna find photos depicting the conditions at the time of the violation, including photos as of today. During that particular time, there were communication with the court officers and then the tenant, or the actual tenant also, which is Fit in South Florida, between the dates of August 20, 2018 to August 22nd, 2018. Later, they applied for a permit in April 9, 2019 with the process number 89316. After 5 review cycles, unfortunately, the application for permit becomes null and void. They did not continue with the permit, and as of today, it's still considered null and void in accordance to Florida Building Code, Broward County Administrative Provisions 105.3.1.1 and 105.3.1.2. Therefore, this particular application and space is still considered work without permits. This particular process was properly serviced then in August 22nd, 2018, and later July 6, 2021. Therefore, at this point in time, we were looking for a final order from the special magistrate.
Seneca Industrial Holdings, are they here? They're not here, okay, they were noticed, posted, and all the other good stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, what's your recommendation?
My recommendation is $100 administrative fee, 30 days for compliance, and $200 per day per violation.
$200 per day.
Per violation.
How many days did you say?
30 days, sir.
$200 per day, okay. Okay, based on the testimony, the evidence of compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. I'm gonna enter a final order, which I am going to now and sign off on, that they have 30 days from today to comply. Now, or if they don't comply, it's $200 per day thereafter. And of course, there's a administrative charge of $100 to be paid within 30 days of the date of the hearing. Anything else? No. Thank you.
On page 4, 11.2, case 3297.
Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez, case 3297, site address Southwest 52nd Avenue, also 3911 Southwest 52nd Avenue. The violations was for an installation of the fence. The property is now in compliance. This is for an abatement of fine. The fine accrued to $36,000. And my recommendation is to reduce the fine to 10% of the total fine, and a $100 administration fee, which totals $3,690.
90% reduction.
$32.97.
Right. Yes, what is your name?
Yes, sir. My name is Raymond Benjamin. I'm the manager for the HOA at 3911 Southwest 52nd Avenue. And I'm here to just request, maybe if possible, an abatement of the fine down to just the cost of the permit and all of the associated costs. There was some extenuating circumstances surrounding this case, and I just wanted to mention them briefly. We are not playing the blame game. We worked very closely with the code enforcement folks. They were very gracious. We appreciate that. But what happened was that there was a hurricane and the fence fell down, and of course we relied on the contractor's advice that we were going to repair the fence and that the code permit was not required. So that's where this problem started. A year later, we found out that there was a violation charge that no one was aware of because evidently it was mailed to the developer's address that was 20-something years old. So we weren't even aware of this. But I understand that's not an excuse because you go with the address that's on file. So we've complied since. I've actually went with the Broward Property Appraiser's Office, updated the addresses, et cetera. And we have since, within the ensuing year, we took care of the code violation. We've gotten the permits corrected, got everything approved. We got the fence inspected, et cetera. So we've pretty much complied with everything. We'd also like to apologize to the town of Pembroke Park for not doing this in the first place, but we relied on the contractor's advice for the permitting process. And they said since it's a repair, we didn't need it. So the board just said, okay, fine. We went ahead and did the repair. I'd like to mention that this is a very small community of 28 homeowners and all working class people. And as you're aware, HOA's money is always an issue. So after the hurricane, we found out that our insurance policy did not cover the fence. So we had to also end up in a payment plan type arrangement to get it repaired. So all of that kind of played into this. We did send in a request for a continuance prior to the second judgment. We did not receive a response to that. At a later date, there was another meeting scheduled at the end of October 2019. We also requested the abatement, which brings us to today. So the board is asking, if at all possible, if the Code Enforcement Office would consider abating the remaining 10% down to just the cost of the permit and the other compliance costs plus the administrative fee, if at all possible, because of the the state of the community. We've had COVID, people are struggling to pay and so on. So this would be an additional burden on the ownership. So if anything can be done in that regard, the board and also by extension the ownership would be very grateful for that.
The number is, it's 3,600, or you gave another number? Down to what?
The total that the fine accrued is $36,000.
Right, okay. And
That accrued from September 22nd, 2018 to September 16, 2019.
okay, and it's your abatement recommendation.
My abatement recommendation is 90% reduction.
$3,600.
It would be, well, we're just reducing 90% of the per diem fine. So it would be $3,590. And the administration fee, which is $100,
Right.
which is a total of $3,690.
I thought you said, but I just wanted to make sure. Here's what I'm going to do, okay? And I give these things thought during these hearings and sometimes even after the fact. I realize HOAs have administrative issues and the like, but we were talking about a fence, okay, which could not really have taken as long as it did. And hopefully you've updated your notice provisions on the Broward County and the Broward County Property Appraiser's Office. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce it a little bit more, and I'm going to go with $2,500 plus the $100 administrative fee, and that's the best I can do. There's also another reason for these abatement hearings and to give relief to owners. You have to, set a standard in every city, Pembroke Park and everywhere, that these code provisions mean what they say. And it shouldn't have really taken that long. And whatever it cost you, but it doesn't sound like it was a really large matter to take care of. And, you know, it's somewhat of a message needs to be sent. So I'm gonna go with $2,500 plus the administrative fee. That has to be paid within 30 days.
Mr. Hippler, do you have the order?
Yes, I do, right. Okay, I do. Have it right here. Yep. And that's what I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on. If it's not paid within 30 days, it reverts back to $36,000. So it has to be paid within the 30 days, and that should be really an absolute for them.
Is there an opportunity for a payment plan arrangement? Is that can be done?
We can give you enough time to pay for it.
Okay.
I
Sure.
can recommend 60 days.
Okay.
Okay, 60
Did
is
you need
fine.
more than that?
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Thank you. And I do appreciate the consideration of the code enforcement and also the presiding officer.
You
of the
need to
board.
thank the city because they don't have to reduce it 90%. And they
Yes.
do, all
Yes.
right? They could just let it sit the way it is.
We are very thankful. Yeah, we are very thankful for that, and we will convey that to the ownership. And we've also adopted a policy whereby we will be in touch with the town of Pembroke Park prior to any kind of projects there, regardless of what the contractors say, so as to avoid this type of situation in the future. So I just want to thank everyone for taking the time to consider our request, and we will make the necessary arrangements to pay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you just wait a minute, they'll get you a copy of the abatement order, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Thank
go
you very
with, in the line here, 2,600, the total sum, so it's 2,500, just, I know these are being recorded, so 2,500 plus 100, a reduction to 2,600.
2,600.
Yes. Great. Actually, it's good to have the order right here, ready for me to fill out.
Teresa's gonna get the order so she can notarize it for you.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Next case is on page 5. Talk.
Doesn't want anyone to talk.
Okay, the next case is on page 5. Number 1210. Ready? Oh, okay. All right, I wasn't sure. Officer Teresa Malcolm for Pembroke Park, Florida, case number 5711. The site address is
Maybe move it away from you. I don't know, you know. Yeah, I know.
Site address is 3001 Southwest 23rd Terrace in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33009 for Daniel Durante. Original notice of violation. Original notice of violation was for a camera system installed without permits, multiple windows that were changed out without permits, including a French window, as well as French doors added to an unpermitted addition. 2 sheds were installed on the property without permits, prohibited outside storage, use of the property, loose and damaged outlets in the back of the mobile home, there were loose wires on the wall units. A roof over that was installed into the addition. A wood door to the shed was added without permit, as well as a canopy that was installed without permits. Initial violation was written on March 30th, 2021. Notice of formal hearing, as well as a copy of the notice of violation, was certified mailed on 6/29/21. Affidavit of posting as well was done on July 6th. I met with the owner on the day of posting. My recommendation is 60 days at $50 per diem after that.
Great. Come on up, Daniel Durati. Okay, can you state your name for the record, please, everyone? Okay.
Daniel Duarte.
Okay, and you, sir?
My name is Ray Baroto, and I'm here to translate for him. He barely speaks any English.
Okay, and this nice woman here to my right, who was...
Hello, my name is Vivian Rodriguez. I'm the owner of the property.
Great, okay.
Thank you.
Whoever wants to speak, go
I'll
ahead.
I'll speak for them.
Okay, please, yeah.
So, they've obviously it's a lot of violations, and they are working on them. They've had several contractors actually, because they've and a lot of the violations have been there for a while. So some they are responsible for, some were there before they even bought the property, but they're working on them. All the permits are here. The one issue that they're having right now, they haven't found anyone for the windows, I believe, because there's some wind calculations. I don't know the terminology, but they do need help with that. I don't know if there's anyone that you can recommend, because they haven't found somebody to do that. And did you want to say something? I'm sorry.
He's referring to the window. You can hear me? You can hear me? You hear me now? Okay. He's referring to the wind load calculations. Unfortunately, the town is a town we're not able to recommend per town commission. The only thing that we can let you know that you can email our town clerk. I'm able to provide that email for you at town clerk at tppfl.gov for a list of contractors that will be able to help you, like GCs and such forth.
That would be great. And then also, if we could ask for 90 days, just to be on the safe side, because like I said, it's several different contractors, and it seems like everyone's on a different page. So they're very, very concerned that they might not have enough time within.
I have no objection to 90 days.
Thank you.
All right, based on the testimony and evidence of the code compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position, the town's position. You'll be given 90 days in which to comply, or at the end of 90 days, it'll be $50 a day thereafter. And yeah, there's also the administrative fee of $100 in all this as well. Okay?
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
get it done, all right?
Will do.
All right, good luck, man.
Can-
Yes.
Can we get a letter from today's hearing before we leave? Some
As
kind of
soon as
a,
I sign off on this and.
because
fill
they'll need
out,
it
you're
for the
gonna have-
it's a mobile park, so they'll need it for management.
Okay, great, okay.
If you could just wait a couple minutes, they'll make you a copy of the final order.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, no, that's me.
Great. So just double check if you wouldn't. Thank you.
Okay. Next case is on page 4, number 12.6.
Teresa, the case name.
5656, yes. Officer Teresa Malcolm for Town of Pembroke Park, Florida. Case number 5656 for the address 136 West Lake Drive in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33009. For Monique Badgery. Original notice of violation was written on March 22nd, 2021. Notice of formal hearing, as well as a copy of the notice of violation, was posted, as well as mailed, certified mail on 6/29/2021. There's pictures to depict the violation. Upon my reinspection on 7/6/2021. The violation still exists. I've met with Miss Monique a couple times within the last few weeks prior to the hearing. She was able to bring in some permits to resolve most of the violation. As of today, the only items that are left on the violation would be for the stairs at the back of the house, as well as the railing, as well as the windows that I know that she's been trying to get resolved. So my recommendation would be 90 days at $50 per diem after that.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
Dagmara Rodriguez.
You wanna, can you get the microphone down a little? I know.
Dagmara Rodriguez.
Okay, great. Go ahead, what's up?
Que esa violación viene a nombre, o sea, yo adquirí una casa donde ya la violación estaba existente. Yo la quiero.
¿Alquilaste la casa?
No, la compré.
Ah, la
Yeah.
compraste, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and translate
I-
for her.
If you could, that'd be great. What is your name, ma'am?
Jimenes Molina.
Great, okay.
Yeah. So she's the new owner
It's a
of,
little low.
sorry.
That's okay, so that they can pick it up. That's
She's the new owner of the property.
Right, okay.
As they
Right.
stated that Monique was the previous owner. She is working to correct the violations. I'm sorry, how many days was it that you?
I recommended 90 days.
¿Tú crees que con 90 días te dé suficiente tiempo para corregir el problema? ¿Usted tiene alguien que, contratista, alguien? Okay, so right now, she doesn't have anyone that, for the outstanding violations to correct them. We just met, so I went ahead and I'll help her out moving forward, but I think the 90 days would be good, and then si en los 90 días no tienes el permiso, entonces son 50 días diarios que te van cobrando, sí. Okay. Por ahora, porque es que no tienes nada, no tienes nada hecho. Te dan 90 días. Dentro de esos 90 días, tenemos que trabajar para sacarte un contratista, para corregir la violación, y entonces ya vienes y presentas el caso aquí. Para ver qué es lo que... And what were the permits for that she already does have existing under the property? ¿Tienes un-
The one that she was able to resolve was for the AC. She brought in that permit.
For the
it's-
AC?
Right, she had that permit on file. Brought that into us, as well as she removed the prohibited items, like the toilet, and other few items that she cleared up from the property.
And the only thing pending she...
Would be for the stairs and the railing, the 3 stairs in the back of her home, with the railing, as well as the windows on her home.
Do you have...
90 days acceptable?
Yeah.
Great, okay.
You said railing stairs
Railing and the windows.
and windows. Perfect, thank you so much.
Thank you, good luck to you, ma'am.
Just
And
wait 1 minute.
Thanks to the
they'll give you a copy
translator.
of an order
Thank you.
for today.
$50, no? $50. Yeah, the copy.
You did a good job, Rick.
Ready? Case 5705. Officer Teresa Malcolm for Pembroke Park, Florida. Case number 5705. Site address is 3140 West Hollandale Beach, Florida, lot 423 in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33009. for Eduardo Savanova and Jessica Carabaja. Original notice of violation was written on March 29, 2021. Notice of formal hearing with a copy of the notice of violation was certified mailed on 6/29/21. Affidavit of service and posting was done on 7/6/2021 at 12:50. Upon my reinspection on 7/6/2021, the violation still exists as of today. No permits were obtained. So my recommendation would be for 60 days to get a building permit to resolve the violations, at $50 per diem after that.
Come on, what's your
Good morning.
name?
My name is Jessica Carabajal.
Are you the owner of the property?
I am, yes.
Great, okay, talk to me,
So
what's going on?
maybe I gonna need some help with her,
Yes,
but I gonna try for myself now.
you're doing really well, but,
Oh,
you know,
okay. Yes, I'm here because I'm looking for extension, because I got my mobile home 11 years ago, so with one addition, but I didn't know. So couple months ago, I did the walk side, and I did a slab behind because I want to put the shell for, say, my children bicycle and stuff like that. So a couple days later, I got the note where this was a violation. So I start to work on that. So I have the permit for the walk side and the slab here. I got this. And I have another proof that I start to fix the problem. So
I recommended 60 days. Would 90 days be okay? We got enough time?
90 will be better.
Okay,
because
I have no
I
objection.
have to work and I don't have too much time. The other thing, I have the addition in the home. I would like to keep it, but I cannot find people want to help me. I send a lot of emails. I received the email back. They say no, they cannot help me. So I will try to continue looking for keep that, but in the last case, I'm gonna remove.
so, this is a shed, is that the,
Mary, can you go to the pictures, please? The addition with the white door,
yes?
that's part of the addition.
Okay, so she put that addition up without a permit?
No,
Well, no, she said she bought the house 11 years ago, and it was like that. So
Oh,
she
okay.
didn't know the addition was done without permits.
All right,
But she's aware that she's takes full responsibility
Right.
now being the current owner.
okay,
So the sidewalk is where she started pouring the slab there, as well as in the back area.
right, so it's the sidewalk as well as the addition that came with the house?
Correct, with the windows and door and the slab in the back where she wanted to propose to put a shed.
Right, okay. Well, you know, if you can demolish that shed or remove it, but you would probably need a permit to do that. Okay, so if at all possible, if you can get the shed to be approved for, within the code, that's great. Otherwise, you know, a fine will be continuing to run and the like. So you just need to find somebody to give you a hand here, so, okay?
Yes, okay. And another thing, I have the windows pane, but I fixed that, so I have the pictures. Because I'm working very hard to
Of course.
fix the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna have 90 days to extension.
Yeah, for
Okay.
everything, and if the windows is still an issue, the code officer will go out and confirm it at your convenience or whatever,
Right,
so.
yeah.
Okay, all right,
After the 90 days, does it start?
On the 90th day, yes, the fees will start running.
How much is it again?
$50 per day. Jessica, would you like to keep your pictures?
You can keep in the
Okay,
in the
I'll keep it for the
All right.
record.
yes for the
Okay, thank you.
based on the testimony you have as a compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. The owner will have 90 days in which to comply or $50 a day thereafter. There's a $100 administrative fee as well.
So I will have 90 days for get the permit and everything. So
Yes.
and 90 days has to be finished.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if it's not finished, then $50 a day thereafter.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, 5558.
Oh, yeah, you can, oh, yes, you just keep going.
Okay. Officer Teresa Malcolm for Town of Pembroke Park, Florida. Site address is 2301 Southwest 31st Court in Pembroke Park, Florida, 330. My apologies. Site address is 2308 Southwest 31st Court in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33009 for Gladys Manana. Original notice of violation was written on March 2nd, 2021. A notice of formal hearing was then certified mailed out on 4/26, 2021. A final order was then made on 5/26, 2021. For continuance, for another notice of formal hearing with a copy of notice of violation was then mailed on 6/30, 2021 with a affidavit of posting on bear with me. Seven, 6, 2021. Upon my reinspection, the violation still exists, which were windows that were changed out without a permit, doors, which were changed out without a permit, multiple additions to the mobile home, which were all unpermitted, the wooden walk, deck upon initial violation on 3/2/2021. Then on 4/26, it wasn't a deck anymore, it was a carport with a roof, as well as a screen porch area that was done enclosed without a permit. My recommendation would be 30 days for her to go ahead and obtain a permit.
Yeah.
30 days.
Okay, how much thereafter?
I'm sorry, $50 per day.
That's okay.
He's like, you forgot something.
That's okay, All right, yes, ma'am, what is your name, ma'am?
My name is Gladys Mañana.
Okay, are you the owner of the property?
Sorry, I know. Yes.
You are, okay, what's your position? Yes, sure, please, absolutely.
Okay, so originally when she had gotten the violation, the additions that were done, she bought the property with the additions already there. She was unaware. When she was first given the violation, there was a miscommunication between the actual property owner of the lot and her. She wasn't understanding like that she needed to come. The process, she didn't understand it. Later, she contracted me. We were able to find an engineer to do the work, but his turnaround time is about 6 weeks for drawings. So we were trying to see if we can submit. She did do the porch and the hiciste la terraza
Empezamos a hacer la terraza.
y las ventanas y eso.
Okay,
No, eso
Okay,
It's like
so
a
the only
patio
thing,
area.
no, it's her. Yeah, she has to fix
a mí
it.
me
But
vendieron eso con todo
yeah, she's
menos
just
la
saying that
terraza.
they sold her everything with
As
new
is.
windows and everything, and then she did add the, you know, the deck and the screen porch.
Right.
She does want to come into compliance with everything, so if we can ask for maybe a 90-day extension, just because the engineer's turnaround time is so long. Meanwhile, what we're gonna do is, we will submit for windows and, the windows and the doors, just to kind of, you know, get the process started, and then while the engineer works on his drawings for the additions, and then later submit that.
Okay, I have no objection to 90 days.
And then $50 after. So son 90 días que te van a dar de una extinción, y después de eso son 50 días diarios. Okay.
That'll be, okay, the 90 days, you'll have to have gotten the permits and completed everything. with
Work and,
close-
well, the work is already done, so, yeah.
Okay, all right.
But the inspections, I'm saying, yeah.
Right.
La dueña quiere que me...
Yeah, the problem that we're having now, that she's asking me to mention is that the owner of the lot is trying to, I guess, evict her because of this situation. I mean, I'm not sure if there's anything, I mean, at this point, I'm gonna, you know, present this to her, say, you know, we were able to get an extension, but that's another reason she hasn't really been able to submit any permits, because they're trying to take her out of, they haven't accepted her rent, nothing. I mean, she's tried paying and they just returned the check.
I don't know, you know, that, she'll
Yeah, I
have to
know.
contact an eviction lawyer.
Y ya vas a tener que contratar a alguien para ver qué se puede hacer ahí.
You-
Para que no te saquen de ahí.
You don't own the lot, you just have the mobile home.
Just the mobile home, yeah.
Okay, or you're renting the lot there.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
renting the lot, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what she, you know, if there's a lease agreement that she has. They may have every right to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she'll have to get that. Hopefully they'll work with you, but, you know.
Yeah, hopefully with the 90-day extension, they'll at least give us that time to try to come into compliance with everything.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, based on the test, anything else from the city?
On my end, I know Mr. Zell is the property owner of the complete mobile home park. The final order will be sent over to Ms. Manana, as well as a copy to him. On my end, I can also let him know that she was here present, and we do have an agreement to see if on his end he'll be able to sway him in a better way to
Yeah,
help your situation. But it's
that-
a civil
yeah, that would
matter
be
where we
great.
can't really
Yeah,
interfere
no,
with
I
it.
understand. No, and when we had spoken over the phone, well, I spoke to his sister. The
Jerry.
only problem she has is that we are, you know, since we're in violation with you directly, she's
Right.
like, you're in violation with the, you know, with the town,
Right.
so you're in violation with us. So-
Right.
But now that we have an extension, maybe she's
Right.
willing to say, okay,
Right, I'll mention
Let's
it
take
to
it
Sherry.
slow.
I have her number, so I'll
Thank
speak
you
with
so
her as
much.
well. Yeah. And if you guys just hold on.
Yeah.
You get a copy
Great.
of the final order.
All right, based on the testimony, the evidence of the code police officer, there's substantial competent evidence of the violations. The owner will be given 90 days in which to comply or pay $50 per day thereafter, and a $100 administrative fee or cost. Thank you, good luck. Oh, sure, thank you.
Moises. Case 5622.
Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez, case 5622, property address 2400 Southwest 30th Avenue, Unit Bay C. Property owner 2400 Southwest 30 LLC. It's for a hearing to extend time. And I'm recommending, based on the final order that was issued on May 18, 2021, I'm recommending an additional 30 days. And the contractor, you're the
Yeah,
contractor?
yeah.
He's present today.
Great. Your name, please. and
Moises Salama.
And you have authority to be here for your
Yes,
client.
100%.
Great, please.
We take the extension, but I think 30 days is going to be short. I think we're picking up the permit today, if I'm not mistaken. And even though most of the work has been done, there's some electrical and mechanical work that needs to be done. So I'm more comfortable with a 60 days extension.
I'm okay with 60 days.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, what I'll do, this is a final order. I'm going to scribble on it. I'll just have to type it over.
On the top, it already says amended final order, and everything else is pre-filled. All you have to put is the amount of days. That's the only thing we're changing.
I think we have another case. And I'm sorry, this is for Bay C, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I just make a suggestion, because there's already a final order, and it should really say extension of time, because what this suggests is that there was no, if there isn't compliance, say, in 120 days, that it would just go back to today. It's just my suggestion.
Right, it will go back from today's
I know.
hearing, and it will be an additional 60 days
I
from
know,
today's
but
date.
it should go back to,
That's why, yeah.
just, it's better. I don't know what else to say, so.
Because he wants 60 days additional.
Oh, I know that, but
So
the
it
order
would be
should
from
say-
today's hearing.
I know, but extension of time from today, because then it's always going to relate back. It was 30 days that he hasn't complied. He wants more time, but if there's no compliance
Right.
in the future, then it should go back to the 30 days plus the 60 days plus whatever days. That's not what this order says.
No, we don't do that. We don't revert back to, I mean, the fine will start accruing after those 60 days, which I think it's on that order.
All right, that's okay. Great. There you go.
Orville, you can hand him case 5637. They're all related. It's the same person representing. So when we're done with all of them, we'll give him a copy of all of them.
Great. Excellent.
Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez, case 5637. Property address 2400 Southwest 30th Avenue, Bay B, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner 2400 Southwest 30th LLC. This hearing is for an extension of time. And I'm recommending, again, the 30 days, but to make it all the same, we'll give him the 60 days.
Okay, that's Bay 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Is that acceptable? Great, okay. Thank you. Good luck to you. Oh,
Thank
is there
you.
another?
Wait, we got one more,
We got
one more.
no? Okay, we have one more, no?
Case 5638.
60 days?
Wait, which page is this? Which
You're,
page?
you're already finished with 5637?
Oh, yeah, I just signed it. yes.
Okay, so we're going to continue now with case 5638. Property address 2400 Southwest 30th Avenue, Bay A, as in apple. Property owner 2400 Southwest 30th LLC. Recommendation is 60 days for an extension of time.
This one will ask at least 120 days. This is a major remodeling that we're doing there with offices, and I just got the plans here that we haven't submitted yet to your city because they just got approved by Broward County. So I know it's going to take a few weeks before you guys get it back to me, and then we can start the work.
Okay, because this is, going back from, we're amending the final order from May 18th. So that order gave already,
I know, and
30
since then,
days.
and since then we have submitted plans to plan review to Broward County because we have issues with the parking lot and some kind of zoning and the transportation issues because of the use of that particular warehouse. And
So-
as of today, we haven't even got yet.
the most I would recommend is 90 days.
Okay.
Then take it or take it.
Get
You'll
it.
take it, okay.
She
Now,
said it's so
that's
nice, but I'll
fine.
take it.
Okay, good.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Then this will be extended or an amended final order of unit for 90 days from today.
Yeah, and if you can hold a moment, Orville's going to get you a copy of all the final orders, okay? Amended final orders.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck, sir.
Okay. Case 5021. Orville, are you ready or you need time? Okay. Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez, case 5021, property address 3140 West Hallandale Beach Boulevard, lot 611, also known as 3120 West Hallandale Beach Boulevard, lot 611. Property owner Oscar Munoz. This notice violation was issued on March 19, 2020. It was given by hand and regular mail. The notice of formal hearing was posted to the property on July 6, 2021, and it was sent out by certified mail. The violations is for an addition, multiple altered windows, altered doors, 2 aluminum sheds without permits. At this current time, the owner did remove the addition with a permit, and he's currently obtaining a permit for the shed removals and a permit for the window alterations. My recommendation would be to give them 60 days to comply, if not a $50 per diem with a $100 administration fee.
Okay, could you tell us your name, please?
Hi, I'm Priscilla Nieves. I'm Oscar Munoz's translator.
Okay, and is he the owner?
Yes.
And tell me your name anyway.
My name is Oscar Munoz.
And you're the owner of the property?
Yeah,
Great,
sure.
okay, please, go ahead, thank you.
Excuse me. So we received this violation. Keep in mind, we were not aware of the violations. He bought this mobile home last year, and when he bought it, I guess the previous owner did the addition without any permits, so we didn't know that it was done without permits. Anyhow, so we just finished an eviction process that he had resident or somebody that was living there for almost a year. So we just finally got them evicted, and now we're just trying to clear out all of these violations. We did receive a permit for the 2 shed removals. We are working on the windows and the doors, as well as we already cleaned up all the outdoor storage. There was some, I guess the previous people that we had evicted, they left a lot of trash outside, but we already cleaned it, and so that's already cleared. We appreciate the extension. If you can give us at least 60 days to comply. We already received notary from, we already received this permit application notarized for the windows and the doors, so we are complying and appreciate the extension.
Okay, then it's agreeable. Thank you. Based on testimony you have as a compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. Give you 60 days in which to comply, or $50 a day thereafter, and there's an administrative fee here of
Okay, so
$100.
just to understand, so if we don't comply within that time frame, then he will start getting incurred those charges?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
If you could wait a moment, Orville is going to give you a copy of the order.
Let me do
Thank
that.
you.
Okay.
Case 2280. Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez. Property address 4945 Southwest 41st Street, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner Mohammed Bailey. This request is for an abatement of fine. Based on the final order of October 24, 2019, the fine accrued to $3,850. The breakdown is the per diem fine ran for 75 days from November 8, 2019 to January 22nd, 20, at $50 per diem, which totaled $3,750, plus the administration fee of $100. My recommendation is to reduce the fine by 90%, which would be $375 of the per diem fine, plus the administration fee of $100 is a total of $475.
Yes, what is your name, please?
Muhammad Bali.
Okay, are you the owner of the property?
Yes.
Okay, talk to me.
I am happy that the inspector reduced the fine or recommended. It was a complication on my end, but I had worked with her, the inspector, and I had worked with another inspector to find out what was the problem actually. I didn't know, I was confused, but evidently I got it done.
Okay,
Yes, he is in compliance.
great. Okay, so I'm going to go with a total of $475. You have
Yeah,
to
would
pay.
I have like 2 months to pay it?
You want 60 days to
Yeah,
pay?
yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, keep in mind that if it isn't paid within 60 days, then it reverts back to the $38.50.
Yeah.
You understand that, okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Yeah,
Pardon me? Oh. Oh, sure, okay, all right. Thank you. You're doing great, both of you. There you go. Oh, thank you.
Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez, case number 4949, property address 5100 Southwest 41st Street, Pembroke Park, Florida. HOA Condado Real Condominium Association, Inc. This matter is for a hearing to abate, to confirm and abate fine. Based on the final order given on February 27, 2020. The fine accrued for 340 days from March 13, 2020 to February 16, 2021. There was a reduction. There was a town's motion to cancel daily fine from March 18, 20 to June 10, 20, 84 days, which totaled $4,200. And the per diem fine totaled $17,000. So the breakdown would be $17,000 with a reduction of $4,200 from the time that the pandemic happened, and plus the administration fee of $100, it totals to $12,900. My recommendation is to reduce the fine to 90% of the per diem fine, which is $1,280 plus the administration fee of $100. It totals $1,380.
Glad you calculated it, so. Anyway, the violations, if you can, real condominium, how severe were they have mentioned were the violations?
The violation, it was overloaded dumpsters.
Okay.
As you can see in the picture.
Yes.
There
you go.
And they, at the time, the management was neglecting the property. And we have the new manager here, Jose. He's been keeping track of the outstanding bills of waste management, so that's up to date as of January 2021. And the property is being maintained clean, no overloaded dumpsters.
Okay. All right, what is your name and background information for yourself?
Jose Valmana, property manager for Condado Real Condominium.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, the fines are justified, of course. Just allow me, please, to mention some attenuating factors and
please,
explanations.
that's what you're here for, yeah.
Exactly. All that happened before I took over in mid-December. In reality, kind of like in January, I really was able to start working. And in late December, the prior manager owed like 3 months of dues to the waste company. Obviously, they stopped service, and that's why that happened. As Jocelyn kindly mentioned, in early January, that was taken care of already because I just gathered all the money there was and paid them off. And ever since, pretty much things have been under control. I wasn't aware, that there was a fine, otherwise I would have acted sooner. To a degree, this is my first condominium, so there are many things I had a more experience here. I would have come here first thing and verify all the fines. So I really didn't, I learned about the fine later. Another extenuating factor I would like you to consider is the fact that we need every penny we can. We need to pass the 40-year recertification. There are things we need to do that require permits. I also still owe money to the utility company, the waste management company, and the water company. So we need every penny. I believe that if I invest those pennies in becoming current with the utility companies and spending what I need to spend to make the building compliant with the 40-year recertification, that's going to be a better investment for the city. So I'm asking you for your kindness and your forgiveness of all you can of these fees to the bare minimum that custom and law allow you.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and, this is I'll enter first of all a supplemental order that the total amount that accrued was $12,900, but that's been complied with. So I'll first sign that, then I'll get.
Mr. Hippler, you should have a confirmation of fine, which is the lien.
Exactly,
Okay,
okay, I'll
you
sign
got
that
it.
first, and then we'll do
And
the
the abatement
abatement
order.
order. There you go, okay.
Yeah, he should have two documentations.
This is a formality when there's not compliance, and ultimately there is, so there's a record of the total amount. So they'll get me how many,
I'm sorry, Mr. Jose.
oh, sure, please, no, interrupt, go ahead. You need to, sure.
They're trying to get the order straight, and the process is we're first confirming the fine that it accrued to $12,900. So they're gonna fill out that order first, and then he's gonna make his judgment on the abatement.
Okay.
Okay, how many people live in the condominium?
78 units.
78 units?
Correct.
And all right, and they pay a maintenance fee every month, I assume?
That is correct.
Right, okay.
So, we're currently averaging a month like 26,000 a month. That gives you an idea. I owe 70,000 to the water company. So I'm in trouble. I'm about to pass a special assessment,
Yeah.
and things should be worked out.
Yeah.
So it's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy.
I don't envy your position, so, and you're
I
still
believe
with
you.
us. You're still with us, so, after you're becoming on the board. Okay,
Yes.
so. Okay, what I'll do is, it did accrue the $12,900. I signed that and confirmed the fine, and I'm going to abate it further to I'm going to abate it to $850 total.
850?
Yes.
I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Okay, well, we all need all the help we can get, but anyway. Okay, $850 total. I was going to go with $750 plus the 100, so it's going to be $850 total, and that's going to have to be paid within 30 days.
Could you do 60?
If the city does not object, but, I mean, it needs to end somehow. I would just, but we'll see what the city's position is about the 60 days, trying to give a hand. So is the city. I understand it's a large, for the town of Pembroke Park, it's a rather large condominium. I mean, those photos look really nasty, ugly, but it's been, you've gotten their act together for them, and that's commendable. Hopefully we won't see you back again, because then it would be a repeat violation, much less sympathy. So, but I'm going to go with $850 total, and let's see. The gentleman wants 60 days rather than 30. Do you have an objection to that? Because I reduced it further, so.
Thank you,
Okay,
folks.
I agree.
I appreciate it very much.
This is the same order I just signed.
You said you have an abatement order and a lien, supplemental order claim a lien.
Okay, supplement, code enforcement lien, I know, but there's nowhere.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go get you the abatement
Yeah,
order.
that's okay. This is the same one. It's the abatement order.
Okay, you need the abatement. I'm going to get you the abatement, okay?
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. If you can wait, I
Sure.
can fill it out. I don't know how long, maybe another 10, 15 minutes, maybe?
A couple seconds.
Okay.
Here or sitting?
Sitting would be fine, and it
Thank
will
you.
get, so it'll be $850 paid within 60 days, I believe. You thank the city, okay?
That's all another. Okay. Okay.
Great. This is the one where I repeat myself many times, so abated to. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's all right.
Arvel, are you ready? Okay. Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez, case 5382, property address 5401 Southwest 25th Court, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner Yasim 5401 LLC, tenant MSK Logistics LLC. This matter is to be heard for extension of time. The final order was given on May 18, 2021, with 15 days to comply. I will be amending the final order to recommend an additional 30 days.
What's your name and how do you come into this case?
Kurt Vogel, the owner's agent.
Okay. You have their authority to be here?
Yes.
Okay, great. Talk to me. Go ahead.
So we, most of the, these violations, the property owner has come back and, fixed them many times. We're having a problem with the tenant. We are in the eviction process. He has till July 31st to leave the premises, so I have no idea if he's going to move out by then, and we're going to have to take legal action. This is being handled by an attorney, the eviction.
Okay. All right, the city wants to give you 30 additional days.
As long as he moves out by July 31st, we can, the only thing that we need to take care of at this point is the cleaning of the sidewalk. And the problem is, we've cleaned it many times, but he keeps driving these trucks that drip oil. And so for us to, we came up with a decision, we would probably do some sort of a epoxy paint. But here's the problem, it takes 3 days to dry. With all this rain, it's been impossible. We've had a few dry days, but the problem is he's going to drive over with one of his trucks and drip oil on it again. So once he vacates the premises, we can go ahead and take care of that.
Okay, but I think 30 days, unless you want to go with 60, but 30 days sounds,
Let's see, we're at the 20th, the 31st. I mean, meet in the middle. I mean, is 30 days sufficient for you, or do you need
Well,
60 days?
We need, if he doesn't move out, then we're going to have to evict him, continue with the attorney. That's the issue.
Yeah, so 60 days.
okay, great. Did he say he was going to move out for whatever that's worth?
I don't know, he's ignoring our calls at this point.
Okay,
Hasn't paid the rent, so,
60 days is appropriate.
thank you.
You might have to evict him, so hopefully not, but 60 days is the day of the, okay, great. Thank you. Good
Thank
luck
you.
to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, case 5840, Officer Teresa Malcolm for Town of Pembroke Park, Florida. Site address is 5100 Southwest 41st Street, Unit 219 in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33023. Original notice of violation was written on May 19, 2021. It was for kitchen renovation, including electrical done without permit. Multiple areas in the apartment unit had damaged drywall, which needed repairs. Multiple electrical outlets that were coverless, which requires electrical covers. The water heater was replaced without a permit. An AC was replaced without a permit. Also, the bathroom renovation was done without a permit. There was also miscellaneous maintenance issues such as windows that weren't operable, as well as a sliding glass door, which wasn't able to be locked correctly. The unit also had a rodent nuisance, which the owner must provide rodent control. Notice of formal hearing with a copy of the notice of violation was then certified mail as well as posted to the property on 6/29/2021. On 7/6, the posting to the property for the service was done. I wasn't able to get into the unit at that time, so I went back on 7/8. And I've been in communication with Ms. Benita for the past 2 weeks pertaining to it. So my recommendation will be 60 days to go ahead and resolve the issues per the violation. If not, then a per diem of $50 per day until the violation is in compliance.
Come on up. Good morning. What is your name?
My name is Bettina. I am the sister of the owner. She's my only alive sister.
Okay.
She doesn't live in the U.S.
Does not live in the U.S.? Okay, and are you authorized to be here for her?
Yes, I'm her agent, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, could you just take the microphone and put it down a little bit? I can hear you. I'm not sure if the machine town can. It's up to you. You're okay? Okay.
I'm not as the other people dealing very good with stress, but the issue really is that when that AC broke, the tenant that we have is extremely demanding. So she demanded that AC to be replaced, even it wasn't that bad, that same day. She demanded, and so because she was calling, I told the people to change it because I didn't want her to call me every time because she said it was very hard for her. My mistake? Yes. They told me that they were going to do everything later, and they did not. It took a little time during this month for them to get approved for the city, but now they have a processing open. It's already finished. They have to do the inspection, I guess, right?
Right.
When Mrs. Teresa was able to enter the apartment, most of the things were fixed already. I already spoke with an electrician that he's doing all the permit for the electricity, and I am requiring what she asked me for. That was a plumber permit for the heater and for the bathroom that was pre-existing, and the electrician permit that probably was pre-existing, but we will require so we know that it's up to code. Both things. The heater, the moment it was changed, it was because it was leaking over the garage, and we changed it right away, not to cause damage downstairs. And we did change it, it's true. But it was done right away because it was flooding, so we changed it.
Okay, 60 days, is that acceptable?
If we can get 90 so it's not too much stress, it would be a lot better, really, if it's possible. So we cannot stress that much.
Your call.
I have no objection to 90 days.
90
I
days.
appreciate that.
Okay, all right, based on the testimony and evidence to the code compliance officer, I'll sign an order granting you 90 days wish to comply or $50 a day thereafter,
It will
and a
be done.
$100 administrative fee.
Okay, thank you so much.
Great, good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Benita, give Orville 1 minute so you can get a copy of the final order.
Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez, case 4947. Property address 5100 Southwest 41st Street, Unit 309. Property owner 967 Southwest 5th Street, LLC. The initial violation was given on February 25th, 2020 by hand and regular mail. A formal hearing notice and a copy of the violation was sent out, certified mail, on June 30, 2021. and posted to the property on July 6, 2021. The violations were for demo of a kitchen done without permit, and the condo needing several repairs with permits. As of now, there has been no permit entered into the system, but I know there is a contractor working on it, so possibly soon they'll obtain a permit. And I believe you're here for the case. sir.
Yes.
State your name for the record, and how do you relate to the case?
My name is Ezequiel Steyman. First of all, I bought the unit with a tenant inside. When the tenant get out, the property management told me that the property is in a very bad condition. I said to him that fix it, and when he fixed it more than I thought he will do it. So I get this violation. It was a really bad business, really bad business. But I tried to accomplish whatever the city needs. The issue was that last year I tried to submit the plans by myself, but they told me that because if it was a condo, I need to do it with a JC, with a general contractor. So I hire a general contractor. Then they send me that I have to send someone to see the asbestos issue, and they go and see the asbestos issue, and they find the asbestos, and I have to pay the asbestos removal. So after that, I had already contract an architect, so he could do the plans. He do the plans, but something changed in the code. So because we cannot submit it last year because the asbestos, I have to change the plan, and now the plan is changed. It's already changed. The contractor already come. He has a process number. We submit the new plans, and we already have one revision, but we need the revision of electrical, I think, and we need the revision of plumbing. And after that, if everything is okay, that they already told me that it's not okay, everything, so I will probably need to pay again to the architect, and then probably I need to submit again the plans, and I don't know, I think as soon as I can do it, I can start charging rent. So I try to do it at as quickly as I can, but I don't think it will be less than 120 days.
City, did you go with 60 days?
I don't think I mentioned a recommendation, but based on what he's saying, I can recommend 90 days and a $50 per diem with a $100 administration fee, if not complied within the 90 days.
Okay.
I can try to do that. The times of the contractors, the times of everything is not as quick as I want. I really want to do it faster because I'm the one that I'm losing. But the real thing is not so easy outside here to get the architect to get the things done.
Okay, I think the 90 days is really fair. It's very fair, and the work was done by you before you could have done it. Let's see, you're 967 Southwest 5th Street LLC. Are you the owner of the property?
Yeah, I'm the owner of the
What
property.
is your name?
Ezequiel Steyman.
Okay, if I didn't ask you that, I had to ask you. If I did, I apologize for asking you a second time. No, just your name.
No, it's okay. You
No,
can ask me whatever you want.
Well, whatever. Okay, I'm going to go with 90 days.
Okay.
Based on the testimony and the evidence of the code compliance officer, I'm going to give you 90 days in which to comply with all violations, or $50 a day thereafter, and there's a $100 administrative fee that needs to be paid.
Okay, let me ask something. If I present the plans come back, and then I present the new set of plans with a recommendation of the city, and then come back, and then we start the process of make the construction inside, and everything's happened, and we are on the way to comply
To reach full compliance, you need to pass all your inspections.
Okay, but if we cannot do it before the 90 days, what's the process? Because I don't know the process.
So the process will be that the fine will start accruing every day that the violation exists, that the final inspections are not done. You'll start accruing a $50 per day fine. So let's say it ran for 10 days, right? And you owe, what, $2,000. Then you can come back to the magistrate and request an abatement of fine.
Okay, and if I'm seeing that the process is not finished, can I come before and say this is already done, but I need 10 days more? It's something that I can do?
Right now, we're giving you the maximum time.
Okay.
You also have to remember that this violation was issued on February 25th, 2020. It's almost going to be 2 years. So, you took a year and a half to start working on the violation.
No, that's not true. Not true.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Well, our records state that the violation was given on February 25th.
During the pandemic, I came here. They
Mhm.
sent me that I cannot submit the plan because the plan has to be submitted by a general contractor. I get the general contractor start doing. Then we do the plan. Then the general contractor came with the plan, but they sent me to a place to see the asbestos. I have to send a person to the asbestos. They go and do the asbestos things. When they come back, I saw that the asbestos was something that is, and I have to remove everything inside. So the process is not that I started here. If you want, I can give you the asbestos and all the things that we do first, so you can see that we were working.
What you're saying is that you've been working at this almost a year?
I said that I've been working, and I have mails with the trying to contract the.
So you've had a year for compliance. That's what you're saying. You had a year to comply, to get your permit, to get the final inspections, and now we're giving you an additional 90 days.
I agree. You said
that's what I'm
the
saying.
only thing I'm saying is you said you were not working. I said yes.
I apologize. I apologize because I don't have
The
contact. I
information
didn't
I
have
have-
contact with you till now. This is the first time I'm meeting with you. So
that's perfect.
No,
When
but-
I came the first time, they just in the front door they sent me that I cannot submit the plans. I need a general contractor. If not, I will talk to you soon.
Okay.
Really, I need the rent. So
Okay.
I try to do it as soon as I can. How can I contact you?
Let me see if I have a card. But usually my information is on the notices that you receive.
Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
If
all
you could
right?
hold on a minute, they're going to give you a copy of the order.
Great, thank you.
you.
Mr. Hippler?
Oh, yes.
So we have a case that we heard today, case 3297,
Yes.
and they're still here.
Okay.
They wanted to ask if we can change the order and put 90 days instead to pay the abated fine.
What's your position?
I agreed to the 90, so they'll just have to return the copy
Okay.
of the,
Are they,
and we have an extra copy.
okay. Are they still here or not?
Yes.
Okay. And how much do they have to pay? How much is it that they, what's the abated fine?
Mr. Benjamin?
Yes, it's a fine of 2,500.
If you could just give him the copy,
Yes,
so
please.
he can change the day.
Okay, then I'll,
And the total income for the community is only 4,000 per month, so that's half.
okay, all right.
So we think it might be a hardship to pay it in 60 days. It's a very small community.
Yeah, where's the original? And then what I'll do is I'll just, if you have any whiteout,
Thank you.
whiteout, and I'll do it to 90 days. Kind of white out strips or the old-fashioned type otherwise. The new one, oh, there you go, okay. Okay, that's okay, I'll just do it with the pen.
We can print you out another one, because we don't use the whiteout.
Okay,
No, we don't use whiteout on the documents.
you're not old-fashioned like me,
No.
but you on the, okay, all right, within 90 days.
Because we have to record these.
Right. Days, so that was the 2,600, now within 90 days, rather than 60 days, abated to. There you go. All right, 90 days it is. There you go. Okay, thank you. Good luck to you.
Yes, thank you all for your assistance.
Get it
Appreciate it very
done,
much.
really.
Yes.
It's important.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Hold on a minute, he's going to give you a copy.
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
Mr. Hippler, would you like to go on a recess, or would you like to continue?
It's up to you. What's your call? Or you want 5 minutes? You
Mary,
enjoy.
do you need a little break, or you want to go? Break, or you? Let's take a 10-minute break.
Okay, good. All right, we'll do that. It'll help everybody, you know.
Mary, if you can press stop to take a break.
Great, thank you, thank you.
the name? The case name?
Fine, no, the first case, my misunderstanding.
Yeah? Okay. All right, case 4962. Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez. Case 4962, property address 5100 Southwest 41st Street, Unit 109. Property owner ALMISO USA LLC. The notice of violation was given on March 4th, 2020 by regular mail. And a notice of formal hearing with a copy of the notice of violation was sent out certified mail on June 30, 2021, and posted on the property on July 6, 2021. The violations were for water leaking through the light fixtures in the bedroom closet, several damages to ceiling, bedroom to the right, kitchen, and bathroom. Also, owner altered electrical panel and installed a tankless water heater without permits and had no smoke detectors at the property or unit. At this current time, the property owner has made no effort to obtain permits and has not caught for a reinspection to show that the damages have been repaired. My recommendation is 30 days with a per diem of $50 and a $100 administration fee.
At 30 days, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, based on the testimony and evidence, the code compliance officer, the respondent will have 30 days in which to comply, or $50 a day thereafter, and a $100 administrative fee. 30 days. Very good, thank you.
And I'm just going to state for the record my name and all the cases I will be presenting, so I won't have to state my name each time. Chief Code Enforcement Officer Jocelyn Ramirez for the Town of Pembroke Park will be presenting case 5014, 5021, 5022, 5023, 5640. Case 4400, case 4634, case 49, well, we already did that one. Case 5523, case 5297, and case 4889, and case 4578. Okay, now we're gonna be presenting case 5014.
Thank you.
Case 5014, property address 134 West Lake Drive, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner YVAN ROLEAU. The notice of violation was given on March 12, 2020 by hand and regular mail. A notice of formal hearing and notice of the violation was given on, a copy of the notice of violation was given on June 30 by certified mail and by posting on July 6, 2021. The violations were for work without permit. The owner built concrete steps, concrete storage, repaired shed roof, and installed an antenna without permits. Owner installed a door without permits and had a broken down AC unit that needed removal with a permit or replacement with a permit. The owner has obtained a permit for the AC removal and installation of a new one. But other than that, there's a lot of other permits for the storage, steps, entrance door and driveway in plan review. So he is making an attempt to work on these matters. My recommendation is 60 days with a $50 per diem and a $100 admin fee.
Based on the testimony you have as a co-compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. Give them 60 days to comply, $50 a day thereafter, and a $100 administrative fee.
Okay, case 5022. Property address 3120 West Hallandale Beach Boulevard, lot 624, also known as 3140 West Hallandale Beach Boulevard, lot 624, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner YAIME JIMENEZ. A notice of violation was given on March 19, 2020 by hand and regular mail. The notice of formal hearing with a copy of the violation was given on June 30, 2021, and posted to the property on July 6, 2021. The violations are an addition, aluminum shed, wooden shed, altered doors, altered windows, rail, AC mini split, and AC central unit done without permits. Prohibited outdoor storage of a washer and dryer. At this current time, the owner has not pulled permit for any of these work without permit and has not removed any of the outdoor storage. She did contact me yesterday and explained that she could not make it to the hearing. And we both agreed that I would give her a 90 days because she said that she is having financial constraints. So we agreed 90 days, a $50 per diem, and a $100 admin fee.
Based on the testimony of as a code compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. The respondent will be given 90 days to complete the violations and comply, $50 a day thereafter, and a $100 administrative fee.
Okay. Case 5023, property address 103 Lone Pine Lane, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner Parker Lone Pine West LLC and Lakeshore Management Inc. A notice violation was given on March 18, 2020. It was posted to the property and given by regular mail. A notice of formal hearing with a copy of the violation was sent out by certified mail on June 30, 2021, and posted to the property on July 6, 2021. The violation was for work without permits of a shed, wooden steps, subfloors.
Great, okay.
At this current time, the property owner has obtained a permit for the wooden steps and subfloors and an AC changeout. However, there's no permit for the shed. So my recommendation will be 30 days, if not a $50 per diem with a $100 admin fee.
Based on the testimony, the evidence, the code compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. Respondent will be given 30 days, you said 30 days, within which to comply, or $50 a day thereafter, and a $100 administrative fee will be charged.
Orville, you don't have to make copies because there's nobody present. When there's no one present, we don't make copies.
Maybe the invisible people, they're here. It's okay. That's all right.
They were here in spirit. It's your first rodeo. It's okay. Okay, case 5640. Property address 134 Westlake Drive, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner YVAN ROLEAU. Notice of violation was given on March 13, 2021. And let me state for the record that this is a repeat violation. Notice of formal hearing with a copy of the violation was sent out by certified mail June 30, 2021, and posted to the property on July 6, 2021. The violations were for interior renovations, installation of new windows, plywood and insulation board underneath mobile home, plumbing of PVC pipes underneath mobile home, and washer and dryer inside sheds, all done without permits. The owner has not obtained a permit as of yet for these matters. And however, he did attempt to contact the building department and get information for it. I'm going to recommend 60 days with a $50 per diem and a $100 admin fee.
Okay, if it's a repeat violation, you know you can go back to the first day of the violation and it can go forward. You don't need to give them any time.
Yeah.
Just for the future, that's up to you, okay?
Yes, I agree. However, he has a lot of extensive work that he's going to have to do.
Okay,
Plans
all
and
right.
engineers.
Just so you're aware, it's no big deal. It's your call, okay? I mean, I listen. If you don't recommend a higher amount, I'm not going to.
I'm
do
going to
that.
recommend $100 per
Okay,
diem.
all right. I would think so. I mean,
Thank you for that reminder.
That's okay, no, that's sort of what I'm here for, but ultimately, as the magistrate, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do, just to keep it going, and, you know, I rely on on the code officers, as we all do. So you're the ones out there hitting the streets and doing this, so, all right. So based on the testimony, evidence of code compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. Give them 60 days in which to comply, or $100 a day thereafter, and a $100 administrative fee. Thank you. There you go.
Okay. Case 4400. Property address 1708 Southwest 31st Avenue, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner Gerald Anderson. This matter is for hearing to confirm fine based on the final order of June 27, 2019. This is a confirmation of fine of just the $100 admin fee that wasn't paid.
All right. So I'll go ahead and confirm the fine for the $100 administrative fee.
Okay, case 4634, property address 147 Janice Boulevard, Pembroke Park, Florida. Property owner Lakeshore Mobile Home Park LLC. This matter is for hearing to confirm fine based on the final order given on January 23rd, 2020. The property is still not in compliance with the violations. The violation was for multiple mobile home alterations done without permits, windows, doors, and vinyl siding. No permit has been obtained for any work that was done.
Okay.
The fine has accrued from February 22nd, 2020 to July 2021 at a cost of $50 per day, which total $25,700. And that was a total of 514 days that it has accrued, with a $100 administration fee. And there was also a town's motion to cancel the daily fine due to COVID-19 from March 18, 2020 to June 10, 2020 for 84 days, which is a reduction of $4,200. The total confirmation of the fine is $21,600.
Okay, I'll go ahead and confirm the fine as stated by the code officer. Thank you.
Case 5523, property address 1708 Southwest 31st Avenue, Pembroke Park, Florida. Gerald Anderson, business name is AMB Recycling. This matter is for hearing to confirm fine based on the final order issued on May 18, 2021. The violations were for accumulation of scrap metal and hazardous materials causing spillovers onto other business and towns right-of-way. Business owners using towns right-of-way and public parking area to unload and reload scrap metal and materials. And the business owner is only allowed to operate within his property. Overgrown vegetation in front of the property. Dirt buildup on town's right-of-way. At this current time, the owner has not complied and continues to use town's right-of-way to operate his business. At this current time, based on the final orders on May 18, 2021, the fine has accrued for 48 days from June 2nd, 2021 to July 2021 at a per diem fine of $250, which totaled $12,000, plus an administration fee. That total to confirm the fine is $12,100.
Based on the code enforcement's analysis and statement, I'll affirm and confirm the fine at $12,100.
Case 5297, property address 1708 Southwest 31st Avenue, Pembroke Park. Property owner Gerald Anderson. Business name A&B Recycling. This matter is for a hearing to confirm fine based on the final order of May 18, 2021. The violations were for prohibited sign of a banner. Exterior walls require maintenance, damaged fence in front of the property, and sign maintenance on north wall, and overgrown vegetation. And let this record state that this is a repeat violation. The fine accrued for 48 days based on the final order of May 18, 2021. Start date is June 2nd, 2021, and it accrued till today's date, July 2021, at a per diem fine of $250, which totaled $12,000, plus an administration fee of $100, which totaled $12,100.
Okay, based on a code enforcement officer, I'll go ahead and confirm the fine at $12,100.
Okay. So for case 4889, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Case 4889 and case 4578. Let's start with case 4889.
Okay, great.
They paid the abatement fine.
That was the dogs with the feces, as I recall.
Wow, you have a good memory.
Well, sometimes. Some I remember when it comes to pets and that, not getting a permit, they kind of like rush over like a tidal wave, so many of those. So go ahead,
So, okay, so let me just state the name for the record. Case number 4889, property owner Investment Lawyers LLC, tenant Alex Hudson, and the property address is 5100 Southwest 41st Street, Unit 201. The order of abatement was agreed that they had to pay $1,125 within 30 days. If not, the fine reverts back to the original fine of $2,150. However, they did pay the $1,125 after the 30 days. So I brought this matter forward because it's the town's motion to give the 60 days to be in compliance with the abatement order. So it would be an amended order of abatement.
Or if they paid, it's up to the town what it wants to, and code enforcement. if they paid, I'll sign this, and since they paid, you'll give them a satisfaction.
Right.
Okay, so I'll go ahead, I see. It's just giving them an extra time. The town could make them pay $21.50.
Right, I know.
In their own way. I'm not sure if they did it deliberately or not, but so be it. So I'll go ahead and approve the amended order of abatement, giving them 60 days in which to comply, $1,125. They've already paid, so it renders everything over, but there you go. Thank you.
Okay, case 4578 is similar. However, they have not paid. They just needed more time to pay.
Okay.
And the property owner is Jewboy Inc., the Polo Club Inc. Property address 5590 West Hallandale Beach Boulevard, Pembroke Park, Florida. And the fine was abated to $7,900, and they had to pay within 30 days. So is the town's recommendation to amend the abatement and give the owner 135 days. I think that's what I put on the
Right, that's good enough.
abatement.
Okay. All right, they haven't paid yet, though, but they want the 100.
They have not paid yet.
All right, so the 100, all right, that's fair enough. What I'm going to do also, no big deal, there's not a dollar sign before the 7, and I'll just make a dollar sign there.
Okay.
No big deal. But I'll approve that. We'll have an amended order of abatement giving them 135 days to pay the $7,900. Fair enough.
If not, the fine reverts to $15,700.
Exactly. Either they're going to pay within that time or they're not. That's bottom line. Very good. Okay.
And that concludes my cases.
Great.
But now we have to hear Teresa's case.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Thank you very much.
Officer Teresa Malcolm, I'm just stating my name for the record for the following cases. Case 4447, case 5554, case 5604, case 5636, case 5676, case 5687, my apologies, and also case 5717. For town of Pembroke Park, Florida. Okay. Case 4447. Site address is 65 West Lake Drive in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33009. Owner of the mobile home is Michelle Donis. Original notice of violation was written on on March 21st, 2019 for the installation of 2 new mini split ACs. Notice of formal hearing as well as a copy of the notice of violation was posted on 7/6/2021, certified mailed on 6/30/2021. As of today, those violations still exist and nothing has been done on the owner's end. So my recommendation would be 30 days at $50 per diem after that.
Okay. 30 days and $50 per day thereafter. Okay. All right, based on the testimony of the evidence of code compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. They'll have 30 days in which to comply or $50 a day thereafter, and there will be a mandatory $100 administrative fee imposed as well.
$5554. Site address is 3100 West Hondell Beach Boulevard, lot 210 in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33009 for Frank Anoizio. Original notice of violation was written on March 2nd, 2021 for a wooden deck walkway that was built without a permit, as well as a addition screen room. The propane tank needed to be relocated since it was a prohibited stored item. Notice of formal hearing with a copy of the notice of violation was certified mailed on 4/29/2021. Final order was then made on 5/18/2021. For continuance, notice of formal hearing with a copy of the notice of violation was done certified mailed on 6/30/2021. Posting was done on July 6, 2021. Upon my reinspection of the property that same day, the walkway wooden deck was removed as well as the propane tank. So the only violation that still stands as of today is still the addition to the RV, which I've been working with the new owners, Mr. Martin Marsh as well as Lori Marsh. Met with them a couple times in person within over the couple last week. They're having issues with Mr. Marsh's health. He's currently in the hospital with some underlying health issues. So my recommendation would be to give them 90 days to become into compliance. If not, then whereas $50 a day per diem and the $100 admin fee.
Okay, based on the testimony and the evidence presented by the code enforcement officer, respondent will have 90 days in which to comply or $50 a day thereafter and a $100 administrative fee.
Case 5604. Site address is 5501 Southwest 33rd Street, Units 1 and 2 in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33023. Property owners Pierre and Edith Phillips. Original notice of violation was written on March 15, 2021 for excessive prohibited outdoor storage items. Abandoned vehicles were on the property with no current tag. Also, the duplex needed exterior maintenance such as pressure washing or coat of paint. The fence was falling and had a couple tears. And also to verify the home-based business notice of formal hearing was then affidavit of service and formal hearing was then certified mailed on 4/29/2021 with a final order on 5/18/2021 for continuance. Notice of formal hearing with a copy of the violation was then certified mail on 6/30/2021 with a posting of on July 6, 2021 to the property where I met with Mr. Phillips and he he explained to us that he's having financial restraint right now due to his tenants. So my recommendation would to give him 60 days to become into compliance. And after that, $50 per diem with a $100 admin fee.
Based on the testimony of the compliance officer, respondent will have 60 days in which to comply or $50 a day thereafter and a $100 administrative fee.
Case 5636. For site address 5441 Southwest 41st Street in Pembroke Park, Florida 33023. Property owners Irene Quitney as well as Mila Schwarzschick. Original notice of violation was then written on March 18, 2021. I'm sorry, for a new installation of a AC that was installed without permit.
What's the case number?
5636. Sorry. Notice of formal hearing as well as posting to the property was done on 6/30. Posting was on 7/6/2021. As of today, there has been no communication with either or of the property owners since March. So my recommendation would be to give them 30 days to become into compliance. If not, then $50 per day with the $100 admin fee.
Based on the testimony, the evidence of the code compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. They'll be given 30 days in which to comply, or $50 per day per diem thereafter if there's non-compliance, and a $100 administrative fee.
Case 5676. And just to state for the record, this is a repeat violation. This address is at 5409 Southwest 41st Street in Pembroke Park, Florida 33023. Property owners are Irene Quitney as well as Mila Schwarzschick. The first case was for 5636. This one is 5676 for the repeat violation. Notice of violation was written on March 23rd, 2021 for AC that was installed without a permit, as well as the patio slab which need repairs. Also, there was prohibited items in the backyard. Notice of formal hearing with a copy of the notice of violation was then certified mailed on 6/30/2021 with a posting on the date July 6, 2021. Upon my reinspection, the prohibited items in the backyard was removed. On the other hand, the AC is still installed without any permit. So my recommendation would be, since this is a repeat violation, she has 30 days to become into compliance with the $100 per diem with the admin fee of $100.
Based on the testimony and evidence of the compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support the city's position. The respondent will have 30 days in which to comply, or $100 per day thereafter. There you go.
Case 5687. Site address is 3459 Southwest 52nd Avenue in Pembroke Park, Florida 33023. This property owner is Waldo Rodrigo Samos. Original notice of violation was written on March 23rd, 2021 for a fence installation without a permit. Affidavit of service was Notice of formal hearing with the affidavit of service was mailed on 6/30/2021 with a posting date of July 6, 2021. As of today, there has been no communication with this owner, and nothing has been done as of today. So my recommendation would be to give him 30 days to become into compliance with $50 per diem, and the $100 admin fee.
Teresa, where is this case number?
Based on the testimony. in the
That one
evidence-
was 5687.
Right, 5687. Based on the testimony of the evidence of code compliance officer, there's substantial and competent evidence to support the city's position. They'll be given 30 days which to comply, or $50 per day thereafter, and a $100 administrative fee.
Case 5717. Site address is 5500 Southwest 32nd Street, Units 1 and 2 in Pembroke Park, Florida, 33023. Property owner is Alex Pierre Lewis. And just stating for the record, this is a second offense for a repeat violation. The prior case that was heard was case 5020 in reference. Original notice of violation was written on April 7, 2021 for unpermitted drywall installation in Unit 1. The water heater was pending removal, which I'm aware that the property owner is attempting to submit a building permit as of today to the building department, but I don't have a process number as of yet. The kitchen area was fully renovated, including the sinks and the cabinets. The bathroom was completely renovated, new bathtub, sink, toilet, etc. Electrical outlets were relocated with exposed wires. There were 2 doors that were replaced without permits. The chain link fence had ingrown vines which needed to be removed, and to maintain the other wooden fence, and also to remove the excess debris and tires from the property. Notice of formal hearing with a copy of the notice of violation was certified mailed on 6/30/2021 with a posting of the day of July 6, 2021. Upon my reinspection, the property gate was locked, so I wasn't able to go into the back of the property nor enter either units. So the only thing that I'm aware of to my knowledge would be the owner trying to submit a permit for the water heater, as well as, no, that's it. I'm sorry. So my recommendation would be to give him 30 days to become into compliance, and since this is a repeat violation, we'll do $150 per diem until he becomes in compliance with the $100 admin fee.
Right, based on the testimony and the evidence of code compliance officer, there's substantial competent evidence to support city's position. They'll be given 30 days in which to comply, or $150 a day thereafter.
That ends my cases.
Oh, yeah. If there's no other business to be heard, any comments from anyone, suggestions from staff or whatever, or anything else, we'll just go ahead and adjourn.
Nope.
Thank you very much. Did a splendid job. Got through it, and